Watcher Day today. We have ads for a bit though, so I'm gonna wait. See if the game actually launches. Interesting. Very odd. I'm checking some saves. We'll restart a Watcher save. Hello. Alright. So... video game. Watcher should be interesting. I don't really know what to expect. Not entirely, at least. I have some ideas. I like a lot of the changes. But we'll see how it goes. Because who knows? Oh, they changed Watcher. This might not be a very long stream as well. Hello. Alright. One more thing. Okay. I'll check one thing first. The Watcher. I don't think I want to check these. There is new settings for the Watcher. I didn't remember that being there. So we'll figure out what those are, but I'll start from the beginning. See if we see anything different. I feel like we're not going to. Hello, Great Game Dota. Welcome. Hello, Evo. Dream World. Did you say you started playing this Evo? Or am I thinking about someone else who asked me about it? Or were you just going to watch someone play it? I've not played since the other day. Don't let me be able to watch the stream. It's up to you. We're probably not going to see anything different for quite a while. You have been playing it, Evo? I know some stuff. But also I'm going the wrong. Bones. Abzu. Okay. Bye. Where they are using the main one. I do not know. But there very much can and will be the moment you do leave. I, again, didn't do any testing for this patch because I had no time. Because of the bingo. I would have loved to, but such things are not reasonable. I've heard they changed some jumps. I've seen some stuff from watching Drecky's stream. Otherwise, I like what they've done. Some of the regions, so there are new regions and stuff, but there are also changes to old regions that are watcher only. Presumably new regions already. Okay. I don't remember where you get sent to per place. Pretty roughly before. So as I've seen it, it might just be a addition to an area you do know that you haven't seen before. We'll see if the glitch that I know exists still exists. We're gonna have to. So Evo, this is also a question for you, speedrunning wise. I feel like I don't want to do as much as Rain World, but we'll still need to make sure the leaderboards as well. And that is, this Watcher update is pretty substantial. To the point where the old runs on the old patch can't really be compared. And how we deal with the old runs, how we list the new runs is kind of the question right now. No one... Like, maybe there'll be people who want a down patch, because the old version will probably be faster for some things, inevitably. But no one really wants that. So, everyone's kind of in the starting agreement of we should have a new leaderboard, but what do we do with the old runs, is the question. Some people thought we just archive it so nobody can see them. I want to have a whole other button. So there's Watcher, and then there's Watcher Legacy. So there's old versions of Watcher. There's only like 6 runs, by the way, that were submitted. Why is it a King Vulture? Oh yeah, I forgot they make the, there's a dark background behind the food pips. I like that. There's something about that. Just that small UI change. Why not a King Vulture? Why King Vulture? King Vulture Industrial Complex. Who said he could be here? No one invited. Bones me. Oh. You need to get one more karma before I can actually leave. I paid this cat to blink at you. You did. No signer. Closer. King Vulture is fun. It is like what's the difficulty that you should put in these regions? It's kind of a question. Wait a second. Let's submit the runs. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So there's 3 options for old runs, and that is they're archived so no one can see them, but they technically still exist if we wanted to show them. Their time is changed to RTA, which means that they will all be placed as slower runs and cannot be compared, but it will be on the same leaderboard if you want to see them. Or we just have separate leaderboards for the different versions. As I kind of said, have a different button. Still part of the speedrunning, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Difficult to rate Watcher? It's more of, if you were to create Watcher, would you really want to put a Red Lizard and King Vulture in this area? Yes? Never let Cyrilith in the game. I'm kidding. What just entered from the right? Watcher regions are difficult. We're trying to get people through a tutorial here. Personally, if Watcher was just its own game, I think that would be great. If I was to make a game that was like Rain World, it'd be closer to what Watcher is, which from what I've heard from Video Call devs, they also agree. They also wanted to do that. Real class got done by Jonas when I remove them. The down patch doesn't change much. And it like kind of does, but doesn't at the same time. Did I figure my way around? Did you figure out one thing? How does it work? There's so much more stuff now. Which both makes it harder to do stuff, but also easier to find stuff that matters. There are arena unlocks, is the first thing that I'll say, that I know. I'm not going to really say anything else till we see it on stream. The third echo, the story is always the same. So depending on which echo you get third will be a different place. Does that make sense? I don't know why I went this way, but why is that man up there? Do you like watch with men for new players or players just finished other campaigns? I think you go into it after playing Survivor. Because I think people get the wrong idea if they play more Slugcats. And they expect it to be more linear gameplay, which it is not. You gotta be okay with actually exploring and figuring it out. And actually want to go everywhere. For the sake of going everywhere. And not any other reason. Which is how base game is. Why did I pop this? Okay. +1 popcorn goal. I'm so glad I don't have to do Rain World again. Thank you, Cyrilith. Thank you. Yes! I made it! I was very close. Again, if you didn't get that yeet goal, we would have won. If I decided to get the... What is it? Scavenger Merchant, it also still would have been close, but that wasn't an obvious thing at the time. I don't remember which... So there's 3 regions you can get sent to, Evo. I don't remember which one is which. I think you want the last one to be Farmerays. The lock starter abilities out there, do you understand what to do? Did you make it out of the starter regions? Or do you mean something else? Because early watcher is kind of just find echoes. Great. Just keep doing that. It's not too crazy. They made it non-obvious at first which regions would have echoes, but now there's markers for everything. Thank you for stopping by, Cyril. Have a good night. Hope everything's going well for you too. Oh, you had stuff. Go ahead. Mind? Vulture? He's just gonna be there, right? I don't have to be Max Karma. Oh. So it takes about 15-20 minutes if you're doing well to get out of the starter area. Write down DMs. Okay. I don't know anything about New Watcher, if it's a question about that. Not anything that I'll tell people, at least. Yeah, you can message me right now if you want. Watching. Blizzarding. Why are you all in here? Why did White Lizard not follow me? Like how evident the death pits are now? Isn't it not different? I guess that's a lot more than I remember. Map you, I show the room boundaries, like a box, or the death pit. That pole plant is really long. That's not normal. What? Is that on purpose? Is that a thing now? You see that? That's not supposed to be that long. Unless that's a new thing. Which I could see that. That's like not bad. In some places, if they're too long, it wouldn't work. But is this guy even here? Messed up for me too. I mean, it's not like the worst thing, but he's not gonna be here, is he? Maybe. Huh. Reached the ceiling. Hmm. Ten hours recently. Alright, if you see any pole plant you're used to seeing. Hmm. Does it bring me to max? No. Why? What? What? My bones? Is it? I forget who's last. We'll go to Future. Future. I think we'll go to Shaded last. Even though I shouldn't do it in that order. Can I go invisible? No, it's the next time. Or is Torrential Railways? Yeah, I wanted to go to Torrential Railways. We could go not to Torrential Railways, but... Right, sorry. I needed to respond to Cyrilith on that thing. Alright. I don't really remember anything special about Torrential Railways, so it wouldn't surprise me if they changed stuff there. That and Sunlit Port. I really don't want to go to Coral Caves, though. Which I think is the chimney one. That guy spawned with a Karma Flower? The Dropwake spawned with a Karma Flower. It also, it wasn't loaded, so it's just on the ground, planted, like... They changed Sunlit Port? Makes sense. Also, don't tell me these things. I did see something that seemed like that, but... Okay. Is LF? Is it? Just wanted me berries. So friendly. And my life lost meaning. Do you hate Coral Caves? There's basically... Unless they change stuff, which they might have. I would only take the portal out all the way at the bottom. Personally. Which going there is not easy. Because otherwise it goes to Aether Ridge. Only, I think. There's another one. There's another portal on the other side of the bridge that you can't get to normally, though. That one would be good to get to. But unless you can float. You're not kidding. Particles exist. They have changed a lot with them. On how they behave. They should have social anxiety, as I understand, so you just need to stand next to them. Green lizard detected. Oh my goodness. I didn't think they would be here. Really duped the... Bars were actually miserable. Yeah. Amazing. That makes sense. We need to calmly talk to the scavengers. Convince them to let me by. Most hated creature in the game. They've changed them though. They're good now, but also you double spawn them. Should meet the farm echo while starving? I haven't gone to see them yet. A lot of people super hate them. It's definitely, they can kind of just mess you up. Like before they patched it, especially. Very narrow tunnel and never move. Yeah. You gotta walk away from them and like be in a different room for them to potentially start moving. It wasn't reasonable. So now they should move if you stand awkwardly next to them. You can always hit them with something. And if you keep hitting them, they will eventually move. But that could not always work. Same as it does for other regions. Should. And we're gonna move. It's definitely how it worked before, is that it wouldn't always work. Kill him. Kill him. Should actually be dead from that. We're just black screen. Weird. I didn't have nearly as much issue with the barnacles, but I know a lot about future AI is also a difference. And after seeing what has happened to people in some situations, it is insane how they work. I don't know. They definitely had a lot of time to make this patch be as good as they can. From what it seems like, this is the version they wanted to release. Or at least the final version that they want for the content they currently had planned. I just had the thought in my head of the Rain World ads and the mushroom incident. I wasn't sure if I should give psychic damage to everyone. Noises are different. Eat the egg bug is funny when it's like that. We'll see. There's a way to bug seeing an echo, where you get sent back to the last shelter you saved at and not to the normal location, that I question if it still exists or not. So it's like the moment you see the karma symbol in the bottom left, you should quit out, and then it'll work. But I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to specifically test it right now, because that'll take time. That should be when the karma symbol shows up. It counts as you met the echo. But if you quit out, it'll send you to your last save. The special button. I don't know if that's bound. It is bound. So here's the one thing. I don't know how people feel about it. For each level of power you get, they really all have their own good things and drawbacks to them. Like the base one's great because you can actually move while you're doing it. However, you cannot press jump at all using any of them, which I assume is to prevent certain bugs from happening. But it is unfortunate. And the later ones, of course, why you can't. You don't have nearly as much control. The last one having exceedingly odd drawbacks. Oh, we should get that, I guess. And it makes sense. It's just annoying. You have to drop your items. Bat fly back throw. Do love the ambient. That whole plant is all the way up to the roof. Screenshot. Hits you with a rock. Mad. I'm thinking of like different things you could do to make a game like this, but make it more interesting. Like, what if you start out I'm just thinking how you introduce players to combat or them choosing how they want to do stuff. And have it be like a skill tree, but you don't show that there's a skill tree, it just kind of happens. Like, you're an omnivore to start with, so you can eat meat, but you can also still eat the berries as normal. But if you start killing things and eating a lot of meat, you only want to eat meat, and then you need to have more food after a while, and the berries stop working as well. That kind of thing. Or the opposite direction. I could see being interesting. Because then it allows the player to do whatever they want. Because the thing that I had was, one thing about Subnautica is there's no reason to kill the creatures. And it actively is just kind of, the game's like sad that you kill them when you do. Rain World is out? Yes. Rain World's finally released. New Watcher stuff. So we're gonna try to see it as much as we can. Hello Norse Track. Welcome. Rain World is in. Rain World is outside. The main thing that I kind of see is, like, if you do in fact kill a green lizard at the start of the game, you get nothing. You get nothing for doing that. There's no reward, and I feel like there should be if I was to make a game like that. But also it should have meaning. Like, you don't have to kill a red lizard. You don't have to kill a green lizard right at the beginning of the game. It's not going to be easy by any means. You should get something out of it. Do not stone me. It won't respawn Dragon Slayer Pip? Yeah, but I think as someone who just started the game and you're not going to tell them things, that's not going to make sense to them. And when the game first released, you wouldn't get that progress. I'm not sure if you do now either without getting Survivor first. Mysterious spider dies when it goes close to the ceiling thing. I still don't know why that happens. Did I just hear Miros Vulture? So it's 33% chance for Survivor. If you're playing like Hunter, it's 50. So it's either 33 or 50, depending on the creature. Is there actually an unlock there? Why is there flashing then? Oh, flashing. Oh, it's the pearl. There's that pearl there, isn't it? Let's take this pearl. This is probably not one people bring. Oh, we can probably take both, actually. This man on his ego. Yeah, but the game didn't originally release like that. I don't remember if they do now with Pastures of Survivor. I forget which ones do and don't. Any of the eating certain things don't. I know that. I shouldn't save here, but whatever. Mouse crunched. I just want to think of game mechanics ideas and stuff, because stuff like that, it's interesting. Do you fall out of bounds and die? Probably. How do you get someone to like the game that you want to make? Is kind of the thing. Like, I think Watcher's great. I think a lot of Rainworld's great, but it doesn't get you in the game well, depending on what you're doing, what you're playing. Because there's a lot of people love Downpour stuff, and it's so not what original Rainworld was like. Not saying one is better than the other. No, really, for your first green, I get that, but it's like I think, so Subnautica again, I think the fact that you kill people, you kill the creatures, you just get nothing out of it. It's kind of just, now the creature isn't there, which is great, but I just remember hearing like that's such a negative thing. Maybe I shouldn't think about that. Really staring at what the game actually is, no one's gonna read that. Most people will never read any like statement unless you're putting it in the game itself. They're forced to read. Oh, this is torrential. This is a different spawn room. Interesting. My plorb. So it's not a new room, but it's a different spawn room. Maybe it is a new room. This is different. I remember this at least. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. We're like top left right now, I think. I have no food. No hope. Oh, there's something about Silksong I want to talk about. But it's probably better I don't. Most people probably don't even know it's a mechanic. It's in another game that I also shouldn't bring up because I just brought up Silksong, so now people will know. It's in both games. Just a certain mechanic that they do that I find really cool. Oh yeah, speaking of Watcher, how do people feel about a shelter being fake that kills you? How bad is that? I don't know. It's a bad idea. I think if it's done well, it can be good. I love it even if it's frustrating. It's hard. Hard to say. You stay in here. Keep the other pearl with me. Marked as a safe space to rest. I mean, so same thing in other games. I guess it's different in... You probably know what I'm talking about, Evo. Please don't drown me. That's more stressful for no reason. I think if you're purposely trying to do that, it can be good, but the fact that the one in Watcher at least is where it is, and like you find it and you're like, oh, I made it, and then there's not any alternative that's close by at all in this type of game is very punishing. For like other games, it's not too bad. You don't see that type of thing very often. Like I don't think Dark Souls does it at all, as far as I'm aware. The bonfires are always safe. The most equivalent thing is the Dark Souls 1 thing, where like the main bonfire that you use through the whole game will turn off if you do something. Which is legitimately a huge deal. You can still use all the other ones. I just saved a lot of space and I hated it. It's not a mechanic. I also, in recent game, had that happen, and there's two of them, and the second one was perfectly fine. The first one, I didn't figure out the puzzle part of it, where it was a safe space, but it was also a trap, but you could disarm the trap, which was not obvious. Doesn't truly matter once you enter the second, check it out. Yeah, and you can tell it's a trap, but it is marked on the outside that it is a shelter. I guess is the one thing. Hello, squirrel. These jumps are scary because you don't know if the rain's actually pushing you down. Oh my goodness. I love that. That's really nice. The thing about this rain, though, is it's really annoying to play with, really. Ooh. Is this the surface? Or is this Aether Ridge? I hope it's Aether Ridge. This might be the surface. Which I don't really want to be here. I can't tell. We're either top right. We're top right of either one of the regions. Gabriel and his ridgelings hurt me. Hello, Enderzilla. I've heard they changed a bunch of jumps, Ender. Have you did any beta testing or looking around, Ender? What have you been doing? I don't know how much you've seen. I haven't seen anything. I didn't check anything with the beta that they had early or otherwise. I don't remember that being a connection like that. I play Watcher Blind, so did QA do say there is a real? No idea. I was not able to because I was busy with Rainworld Bingo, which has been going well. Almost done. Almost, as I say, it's going to go into November, but there's only 10 matches left. There's a new song. Please don't drink me. One major jump got changed. There's one in particular in cold storage I'm going to check because I kept bugging him about it. Okay, Burrow. This is going to be the first time I've played any of the DLCs blind as well. Even though I know most of this already. Hey, this looks different. A little platform there. I don't remember that. I like the wind showing the little particles. Oh, I don't remember seeing the wind in the background there. This also seems different. There's a lot of these little platforms here. Oh, that was the other thing I was thinking. A game like this, I wonder how it would deal with Dark Souls ghosts. Like, it's not really online, but you get the Dark Souls ghost visuals, so you see where people have went. Even just having that for data for the developers, just to see like where is the place people die the most, I think is good. Why is it called Blast Deck? See void ghosts of our player moving through rooms. That would be cool. Should die from that eventually. A really low chance. Vestiges, I saw that. It's not really the same. Cause like, being able to touch someone's blood stain, that's like the biggest thing to Dark Souls to me. And I was watching Saren play Elden Ring recently, and this is like one of the only Dark Souls kind of games they've played. And they were just talking about how the world feels like alive, and everyone's just kind of going through their own struggles all at the same time. Just with the messages, seeing how people died, that kind of thing. I should have saved back there, but that's fine. Which there's something about that that's really nice. And maybe in this game you don't want that. Or maybe you turn it on a certain way. Like Watcher, I could see that being a thing. Like it just explained as other versions of yourself that you could see and learn from. Like if you know Wraith from Apex Legends, like the idea of that is kind of what Watcher is. Like how I understand it, or at least from the voice lines that the Echo gives you, the first three, kind of gives that thought, the reflections. What is happening? Do they actually attack each other? I don't know if the Vulture can actually grab them. Looks like they can't, so they just always lose. Which seems weird. Or maybe they can't grab them while they're being grabbed, because that might bug the game. Two v one. That's cheating. I make that a shortcut. I guess that's nice. Say, would see some wacky supernatural stuff. I feel like this game could just, like, if you get the glow, you can just see other players. That would be weird. That would be so weird. Just as Survivor. Because they'd only appear when you're near them, too. I also just like the idea of, what is it? In Dark Souls, the first one, I don't remember this room. Oh, yeah, I can go down, I think. The egg guy, what was it? Like, you die with a bunch of souls on you, and it spawns a creature that goes to different people's world. Or you drop an item. And it does that, and it moves to other people's world. Just that concept of people affecting others' games in kind of just completely inconsequential ways, but just feeling like there's that extra layer of something going on that you don't quite understand. It's a little concerning. Okay, we're not getting cornered here. There's still a lot more lizards than I'd like to see. Or whatever. I think they can get up here. I want to go down left. Oh my goodness. Where even am I? Okay. Nothing is real. Reality is an illusion. The blue lizard is dead. thought I could go through this box. Maybe I'm thinking of a different box. A lot of poles through these pipes that I don't remember. Can't just climb up this though. That's the kind of thing I would want, because you can't really, like, when there's random chance of stuff happening, like in this game there's the lineage system, which would be everyone's game kind of changes. Also, I didn't think this was where I would be, but at the end of the day they're pretty consistent. Like, you can replicate it really easily, how all of it works and what it does. I thought they jumped if you put it underneath them. I guess I gotta go closer. I need a spear. This doesn't help. I could do berry climb, but I really don't want to. There are spikes here for bad flies, which is confusing. Scove Grunger? I didn't know they came in here. That might be a new thing, just so they can get more spears places. I guess the one thing I'd really want to see from a lot of K-Pro's stuff is just allowing more spear spawns in their regions, especially this one. Because it's oddly less than you would think. And most of them are, like, placed spawns. I can't believe you right now, Scavenger. Why you do that? It's fine. We were right there. About to save. Always confusing. This is another thing. Hollow Knight, moving from the first game to the second game, because Hollow Knight has the same problem that Rainworld does, and that it's room based. And so if you have a kind of a basic idea, because all the rooms are going to be some rectangle shape, and they're going to be pretty basic, smaller size. So sometimes it's pretty obvious if there's a secret in the room, because you know that rooms can only be so big. And so if it's obviously a rectangle, but you can't get to a whole section, then you know that there's something else going on. Which is kind of true in Rainworld, kind of not. But you don't feel that in Silksong, I feel. It feels way more organic, and they deal with having big rooms well. Silksong not room-based? It is room-based. Just the rooms are actually really big, to the point where it doesn't feel like it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. There is some big rooms in the base game of Hollow Knight, but sometimes it's like you kind of tell everything's room based, and there's like a feel to it. And I never really felt that in Silksong. And you still feel it's a major constraint in Rain World, which I think is its greatest limiter, is just fundamentally how the game's built. I hate the concept of there being only one way to go between one room to another, because it's so limited. And yeah, in Silksong that's kind of the same, but they also do really well on how they make the whole map, and just otherwise making really big rooms instead of multiple smaller rooms. He killed him. It's weird to see berries in the wind like this. Usually in any other situation, if they get too disturbed, they drop. So it is cool to see it like that and working out well. So if they drop, they won't respawn next cycle, which still happens in Outskirts, by the way. Just there's one berry that always drops naturally. I guess the main thing that I'm saying is generally a lot of rooms together try to make some sort of theme. Instead of breaking the theme between multiple rooms, they just have that whole theme of that room be in that one room. Also, we're going to get ads here in a moment, so I'm going to go to break, and I'll be right back after they're done. I'll be right back. Whoa. Has it been stuck on the Cozy Gifts one this whole time, or did it cycle back to it? Okay. Why do that? Why you do that? So it can roll into the same one multiple times in a row. Okay. Oh. I have water now. Unstoppable. Today was nice though. I got to do nothing. There was gonna be a match today, but one of the runners wasn't gonna be able to do it. We called it off. 10 matches left. 10 matches left. Will take 5 more weeks. That's fine. I've learned a lot from this bingo. It is very different working as a what would be a second level supervisor compared to what I did before. Why? You gotta do things much different. No, now. Should still be able to make it over to where I was gonna go. I do like this room, it's funny. Maybe it makes no sense in world, but sometimes it's like, why is there graffiti here? Actually, though. No. Why is there 4 creatures? Why is there 5 creatures in one room, actually, though? Oh my goodness. Do I even have wall pounces on? Yes. We. Blorple. I forgot we bring it with us in the first region we go to. I wonder if they changed how it spreads or any rules about it, if there's new regions or how the, yeah. How they go. A lot that could be different with it. See if this guy is still in the same place. We could go to the other place that I forget the name of. I forget if we normally want to quit out when we meet this guy. Or if it's the other way around. Where am I? Oh yeah, is this the room with the secret in it? There's that room up there. That you're not supposed to be able to get to. I think you can only get there with DevTools, actually. Unless you clip out of bounds somehow. Oh, it should go straight left. Oh, I've got the sickness. I'm down with the sickness right now. I don't know if there's food. Oh yeah, the game just saved, actually. And there's that. That was above me. Is this not here? There's no portal here? What? What have they done with the place? They stole the portal shrub. Why did I get threat theme for the white lizard I wouldn't know is there? Hello, shrub. So your portal running? Better go catch it. Maybe. The white lizards are aggressive today, it seems. Ugh. Can creatures really see the drop wig? They have like a stealth bonus on their ceiling, right? Much have you seen of this? Basically nothing. This is gonna be the first time I can play any part of a DLC blind. That isn't testing. I know some of the new things with Badland, and I know Sunlit Port is different. That is it. I'm gonna assume the Echo's in the same place. Well, it's incredible. It's not called Sunlit anymore, is it? They killed my Sunlit Port. Hello? Acknowledge my existence. Okay. Did that centipede fall asleep and the scavenger did not? Interesting. I wonder if he actually knew I was there. I'm gonna be down with the sickness now. Are you still saying nothing? Are you kidding me? I thought they would add a line here. It seems like if there's new regions, there's gonna be new echoes. So they might have more lines? Maybe not. Because they kind of just did the same line the 2 times anyway. Water time. Oh, the sickness. Not on chat overlay. You have to, if you, the first time you post a message, you will then actually show up on the overlay 24 hours later. If that makes sense. So that new people don't just show up to say bad things on stream. I wish I could have it be like 1 hour. But what you gonna do? Did I eat food? Yeah. The effect is nauseating. I will say. That is not amazing. See the map. Wait, is there not an echo here? Or did I just not know? Hasn't seen your streams before. Ever since I reset the chat, yes. Which was 2 months ago. Fixed the warp seating. So Carnaline seemed to message me saying that it only goes to 100,000. It used to go to like 2 million or something. Is that true? That might be a question to ask. Because it's limited to 100,000 is what he told me. Which, the seed he wants, because I think he has something to look up the seed, I'm not sure. And he's like, I need the seed 2 million. At least 2 million. Maybe that's too much power. In a mod for seed testing. I want to see the new item. Oh my goodness. They attack him, or what's happening here? You get to see the bugs at least. That's good. I don't think you normally get to see that. I don't even remember this room. Lorp. Lorp. So that might be something I try to poke mods about. Creator. Hello, Arrow. I believe they've changed this area a little bit, if you're okay with seeing such things. Which we may or may not see. Does you have no clue what the new item does, by the way? We'll see. The hello, Arrow. I don't know how long I'll stream today. So I may exist later. Who knows? We'll save on this side. Bugs. I should see if I can get to that. I don't think I can, right? Yeah, don't say anything about it till I actually see it on stream. Even though I know what you're talking about. Because Badlands, I've seen the differences. Which isn't much. But I think it's cool. I'm glad they did that. Oh, I have a seed set. I don't think I can... There's no way I can go up to the secret portal, right? Hello? You can talk to Shout. Or I could kill all of you while invisible. That guy red? Something was red. Please. Please. Aha! He's got... They both got the new thing, I think. Yes. Ugh. It stains the background. It does? It's a spray paint bottle. Vandalism. Black Scavenger's scary if he threw a spear from that far away at a creature that isn't me. That's fine. Is this how they do the graffiti? I do think that's a cool idea. I didn't think about that. Why haven't we seen this before? Oh, I could teleport now. I forgot. It's an Airframe Ultra reference. Is it though? I don't know anything about Airframe Ultra. I did a beta test a long time ago. I could see it being. What I've seen of Airframe seems good, but I really hope it has true online. That's all I've got to say. Because if you're doing races or battles or whatever, and it's not true online, it's just like jolly co-op equivalent, people ain't playing that. Not in the modern day. We don't exist all on playing a GameCube at home anymore. It true online when I played. Okay. That's good. I thought it wasn't. Didn't see the vision for the gameplay. I don't know what you played. What I played was like it reminded me of old like GameCube on a couch type of games. I don't know how to describe it. There are always vultures here? I don't know. Well, this is unfortunate. Now I can be Aira colored. It covers the scavenger body. That's really funny. I never saw them. I have no idea. Rice skin, I guess you win. I don't know how to describe it to you. That is like an old, like, couch co-op type of game. Like if I was playing, like, Halo with 3 other people doing random stuff on some random map, and it's like Juggernaut or whatever, that's what it would kind of be like. To me. It's like an old game that I cannot describe other than that. The thing that was figured out when I played was that you could walk partially out of bounds and then around an area and then get on a roof and snipe everyone from the roof, and basically no one could do anything about it. Which also harkens back to old video games, where it's kind of just like, there's the obviously busted location in the arena. Taking your gamer license. Did they actually attack him? They're just kind of around him. I guess that helps with showing that the bugs are evil. But they're not really attacking him. Grub doesn't play video games. Have you even played Ori yet? You will play Ori in the Blind Forest. I don't know if you'd like it, to be honest. Because you've gone too deep into modern video games. What was going on there? Ori's on the list. Is Ori not modern? I don't know how to describe it. I feel like... I don't know how. It's also just kind of a weird game. The first game I'm talking about was Ultra Super Peak. Silksong is very good. I think everyone's having the conversation of questionable difficulty. You know, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did he take the other one? No, it's still there. Hello, Rosillo Riker. Thank you for that. Actually, no, that's a shout out. can see the shout out. They're probably gonna raid me. Why does it show me that someone gave me a shout out? That's still odd to me. I don't use any features on Twitch. Shrub, do you have, Zara doesn't have it because you're not sub, but Shrub, do you have the timeline thing if you hover over the game, the stream? Is that a thing on this stream now? Hello, political turtle. Tortoise. Oh. Water time. Okay. Lower gas the person. Yes, must pay for rewinding the stream for some reason. Hello, Razel Riker. For the rain. Hope stream was good. Were you streaming also, Rain World? I assume. They'll probably make the rewind feature free. I can imagine. It's just like a let's just see how people like it kind of thing. I don't know why they would make it only paid. It'd be great to raid. I do not know anything about this addition to the DLC yet, other than what we're doing right now with this new item, which is cool. I like the idea of what's going on here. You beat the Watcher? Very good. There's a lot of... Have you beaten it before? At least one ending, yes, I was gonna say. There is more. There was 2 endings originally. I have no idea now. Do I still get attacked with this? What? Little voidlings? No idea what to do about it. I have no idea how many endings there are now. 45 endings. I don't think there's that many. I assume there's either 3 or 4 now. Is my assumption. But I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he stole it from me. Oh. Why did he paint himself like that? And then stab me. They're very mad at me after I killed multiple of them earlier. Oh. Did he do that on purpose to prevent himself from dying? 46 ending meets gourmand, they eat pizza, yes. I don't think you could want to. I mean, don't worry about it. You play the game how you want to play it. I know some people want that little easier bits on it. Who killed him first? It's always weird to see a scavenger attack you from a distance, is the thing that I would say, Evo. Because they've got to be really mad to do that. Or really, like, high stat. Stop touching me. Stop. Stop touching me. They paint themselves now? Yes. Or we do multiplied. Is that poll new? Yes. I was about to say, I'm like, they made this easy, didn't they? I already talked, we went through the whole thing about it, Era. Of no one will ever find that portal that's up there in normal gameplay. But now you can. Fought so hard to get up there, I also did. No one will know our pain again. Do the bugs actually attack him? Maybe that's for the best? Yeah, probably. Eat his corpse! Yes! What is going on here? Imagine if the bugs hit the vulture, it drops the blue lizard and the vulture grabs me. I can see that happening. There's this giant serpent in the background. That's cool. The graffiti. to float. Yep. Big jump's not so hard. Yep. They change a lot of geometry, so it's even easier. Where does this go? Oh, I know where that goes. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's take that. Mud creature. This guy doesn't like to flip over, if I remember. Ah, the paint. When they lick you, it seems to cover your whole body now. It used to be you had to get, like, licked 3 times. Or maybe I was already covered in mud, and when you get licked, it just, like, changes the color of the mud, too. That would be cool if you're covered in multiple colors, though. I think you used to, at least. Your way to paint you. Kept killing them, forgetting I could. Muddy caramel. It is weird to see the stark white creature go through mud for some reason. Well, it's time for murder. Has water update treating you? We haven't really done anything. I've just seen paint. Killed a man. Robbed him. Now he's dead. The wheel. It's sentenced to the trolley wheel. Killed a man and now he's dead. Painted a lizard. Soda can? Hopefully soda can stays alive. Is that one of the new creatures? We have not seen a new creature yet. The smoky thing is an item. That the scavengers have. First time, it's only in Badlands, which is this area. As I understand. I watched someone else play through this. A little bit. Why come back up? He's a sandling. Oh, he's up there now. Okay. Interesting that I can do that. Sand is so weird. I love sand. Just how it works. It's so good. We'll take this portal later. Can I eat the big one? I don't think so. The other ways to get through the Badlands? Yes. I don't have food. There's no good way to get food. You can eat the small ones. Please, soda can, don't fall off the edge. Okay, there's no place to fall. I don't remember this room. I didn't read the name. This should be cold storage. But this appears to not be cold storage. Also, the lighting makes no sense right here. I don't know what happened.
They're here. This is bad.
Here for follow. Migration path. No idea what this area is. I think it is kind of better if we end up here instead, though. I think we go back and then it kills the small bugs in the room. We can move on. These guys are not moving. Oh wait, there's a gooey duck up there. Strange lizard. Ugh. Escape. Frustrated moments. I think a lot of other people feel the same way. I want to see the secret path in this room area first. Are they not dead? Usually when you come back through, the two little guys in this room are dead. Oh, that works out. Weird, you can't take them off. I thought you could carry them with you. Shocked me they doom. They're very loud though. They're very loud. The one thing. Once you know what you're listening for. Why? I didn't know there was a different symbol for each of them. Migration. Oh, if I hover it over, it shows arena unlocks. Interesting. Cool. That's real good. Never seen that guy spawn there. Okay. That's pretty neat effect, though, I will say. That's how that visually looks. That was mine. You can't just have that. He's way more aggro than I remember those guys usually being, though. I'll do it. Oh my goodness. Ah! Save me, drill man. Think me being under this block? Okay. I thought just holding the thing would be okay, but it appears that you do have to throw it. Why did they do that? If you were a drill, why wouldn't you? Creature. Why? Why? Okay. Why? Why? Oh no. Okay. I knew I should have just went back through the moment he was right there, but I really wanted to see if I could just do it. So a speedrun practice? No. Wait, where's the... Is it right here? Might be. Need to check. Do we like repel locust? Don't think so. Let's check up here. full of paint. Oh, they changed it. I mean, that's reasonable. It's a bunch of spray paint, though. That's pretty neat. Full of colors. Why the watch purple? Why aren't you purple? Just a real question. What they changed, there used to be a portal to like a much later game area that no one ever found because this pole didn't exist, so you had to do some shenanigans to get up here. No idea why that ever existed, by the way. Very odd. Could be sketchy with sand demons. I'm holding 2 of these. Is there always a popcorn here? I don't remember. I remember the food being hard. You have a portal up there? No, you literally couldn't reach it. No one ever used it. I don't know a single person that wasn't told that actually got up there because it's so hard to get up there. And not obvious, other than the graffiti arrow. By the partial location mod, you kind of saw it, yeah. But I mean, you still never attempted that. It's so does not make sense. Other than the arrow, but it's still like not a reasonable climb at all. Like, why would you ever go up there? Why is this mole here, man? No buff. The direction of the smoke does not make sense. But we don't worry about that. Hello, 7. We're playing Watcher. Invo. We're gonna die to a worm, man. They decided not to kill me. The funny colored smoke is cool. There's a pearl that has a different color up there. Interesting. Lore. Pearl lore. I already have pearl in my stomach. I'm trying to get to the shelter up here. I mean that spear up here too. Thanks, you. That shows what you're holding in your stomach. It's not too hard to check. But I get why you would want that. lizard is aggressive. That was weird. Finally made it that far left yesterday. We should be able to get there right now with what I have here. This area used to have an echo. I'm not sure if it does anymore. We're gonna find out. My spray paint bottles. Oh my goodness. So it's also interesting that the scavengers have these, because now they have a way to counter your invisibility, which is one of the things I kind of was always hoping there was something like that. Or like mud is placed in certain places to counter you on purpose. Granted those scavs, and that would be a good idea, yeah. Okay, wasn't really in the explosion, but it worked out. Ended up doing the trick, yeah. You can do it with nothing. They changed this pipe. I don't know why you do that. Is that an arena unlock? Lizard. Yeah, you pretty much gotta do E-slides the whole way. You also, invisibility helps a lot. Even just a little bit. You still barely make it. For those items, yeah, this is just in the patch these few days ago. Do these show me where the echo is? Is that what that's trying to do? I think so. It didn't mark that there was an echo here in this region. You know what they're called? It's visually different. The void spawn things that were popping with the creatures, those weren't ever here in the game. Oh, I can see the next area. I don't remember that up there. Puffballs, I don't know if they're just visually different, but kind of. Fractured gateways. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. It's a new area. Zone, yes, this didn't exist before. I think there's frogs here. I hate frogs. Melon detected. Code red. Code red. Code red. Melon not defeated. I have not tested any of the... I've not done anything. I don't know anything about the new areas. This is the first time I can play a Rain World DLC without knowing stuff about it. Just about everywhere. That's what you're supposed to do, yeah. Moldy, verdant wallowers. I hate weird snake men. Melon is this game. I might have to jump higher. Ugh. Oh, he's right next to me. Oh my goodness. Oh! Demon. Never trust a frog. Those frogs get stuck on you, they take your food. Which is really bad. If you are poisoned, they will take the poison from your body and then die. Which is great. But not as immediately obvious. Can we eat them? Man, this area is rough. There's only a melon. I mean, the melon is pretty good. And there's frogs everywhere. Which is real hard. Badlands 2. Wondered that. Oh. Eat the purple food. Do not say spoilers. I do not know anything about this update. Version of genital leashes. Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. A creature. The creature appears. Creature feature. Still no food. I'm surprised there's an up. This is interesting. I love the amount of counters there are for the bugs. By the way. Why he spiral in on himself? It's a little odd. Didn't see that I could go up there. I just tried things. And it happened to work. You gotta do something stupid sometimes. Blue lizard impression. I'll do it. Back off. Oh my goodness. That's really sketchy. Because I think it's been good so far. This is the first new, oh my goodness. First new area I've been at. Melon detected. This is familiar. It is moldy verdant waterways. Don't tell me that. But also interesting. Because that is verdant waterways. Oh no. Terrain. Is she dead? Can I eat him? Okay. Oh, I see a frog. I can see a Bortle over there through the room. I play Expedition a lot. I can go down here. Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, that was fun. Yeah. Portal detect. Trying to go up. Normally the echo's up here. We might have rain problem. Rain problem. Melon problem. as much farther to the side than I thought it would be. Not an easy melon. Not really sure what is new as well. It doesn't matter if it's an old file, if that's what you're saying. It should still work just fine. Whale sound. Is this a song? The steam defeats me. This is a cool visual. Now this is what we really want. Men want one thing and it's disgusting. It's this in a video game. Whales. I love whales. I wouldn't. Just don't say anything. Sand. I've still not had any food other than seeing melons exist. Oh. The consumer. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. I like that concept. That's really good. Brings out the whales quite well. There is an echo here. I haven't even been able to rest yet. There's no normal food, as far as I'm aware. Future modded region. Sand is so good. Nerd? Nerd? Grow up to be that size? I think we get the float now. Oh my goodness. We're here, of all places. We gotta go down, see what it's like. I'm gonna eat the evil berry, I guess, too. Still don't know why there's hazers here. Yeah, eat that berry. Nothing bad will happen to you. There's an echo here and I missed it. It should show on the map. But for some reason it didn't when I checked a little bit ago. But I was asking, find out. Eat more of them. Who's bad to eat? Eat more of them. They give you food and can be trusted. I don't know where these noises are coming from. Ah! Ah! Path of the Fractured Gateway. Yes. Makes sense. I haven't seen most of Fractured Gateways already. Why you turn back? Oozing makes you faint. It is twice the difficulty. Oh, we're gonna have ads in a moment. Second ads. Hopefully we get to a shelter here, which there is. Alright, shelter time. I'm gonna go get water. And then we'll go see if that portal is the same one I think it is. Actually, I kind of want to go up. To see some terrain. Check the map. Still nothing shows as... Oh, I see the portal. It does probably go to where I think it does. So we'll take that one. Because we'll probably end up in cold storage again at some point. I gotta go pretty far up to get to where I want to go. There is an echo in cold storage, but we'll avoid that for now. Alright, I'll be right back. We'll go for at least another hour. The AGDQ drawing is a fan drawing. It's not official. Leo said it. Hello. Oh. Video game time. We've made much better progress than I thought I would. Also, I love how this portal's hard to get to. So I hope this is the same thing. I assume it is from what we've seen. So this is kind of bigger spoilers. This portal in particular. Not too crazy, I suppose. Where am I? Okay. For people who did this the first time, is zero gravity hard for y'all? You have to be patient. I think a lot of people aren't as willing to be. And there's no rain timer. I think people get so used to rain timer pushing them, or otherwise going fast. They're not as happy. The float help here, it makes you stop moving, so all of your momentum stops. They did add poles on the side, I think. I might be wrong about that. I don't remember the poles on the side. Hello, Zipix. How's streams been going? I keep seeing you start stream, and I'm like, I can't watch you right now. That was not a good time. So I hope you've been doing well. People who don't know, Zipix made a lot of my emotes. Speaking of emotes, did I show you my... What do you think of that one? I love it. I love it so much. Doing great, what are we doing? Yeah. Glad. It's horrendously beautiful. There's some emotes that I've been very happy with recently, and that is one of them. That and the explode. Oh, what's been going on in Zipix land? Zipix didn't make that one. Zipix made a lot of the static ones. Zipix and Fost, or Indie, as they go by. It's the most cursed emote I've ever seen. It's based off of the 7TV emote. That is, if you know what rotoscoping is. Let me get the link to that. It's a little sped up just because you only have 60 frames and it's like 70s, the original. It's based off of that. Very good job by Indie. Absolutely love it. You'll see the emotes that Zipix made over and over. The recent one that I really like is this one. I love this one a lot. Even if it's just static. I like a lot of the static ones. Personally. They're the ones I used for ages. Indie's normally been the one that's made my animated emotes. Zipix, very good. Very good to get the emotion out with characters in a static emote. If I had more ideas for emote, Zipix, and more importantly had more slots on Twitch, which I do not, I would commission you more, but that is not. It's even more cursed. That's the original. That's why I thought it was amazing and it had to be my character. Also, we're in like super spoilers for Watcher a little bit. I don't know how much you care, but it's like a story region. One day I'll get more slots. I think it's not gonna be anytime soon. Like it's really hard for me to get more slots that isn't me getting partner. Don't mind at this point. Some people finish the game without seeing this region, which is what we're seeing right now. Made the 7 TV emote cuter. We're moving real fast right now. I don't remember that many rocks there. Still need to play the update, and it just came out. I have seen 2 new regions. I do not know anything else. Did you get both of the endings of the original? There's like, I don't know. This is the first time I'm able to play this without being a playtester for any of the Rainworld DLCs, so I don't really know what exists. But I know there's at least 1 new ending, if not 2. I don't know if there's 2 or not. So there's now 3 or 4 endings. Go with second ending. Second ending takes a long time. You're not wrong. There's a way to cheese it to do it pretty fast that people don't logically think of at first, but whoa. Not where I thought I'd end up. So here's kind of the thing. Also asking Zipix. Zipix. I don't know how to say your name sometimes, I'm sorry. There's been a lot of recent game releases. What is the one y'all like the most? There's like Slime Rancher got update, Hades 2 just came out, Watcher, Silk Song, Battlefield 6 is coming out in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna be playing that. Maybe, if it's good reviews. Clover Pit just came out. I just watched RT Game be an idiot in that game for like 2 hours this morning. Oh my goodness. And Desert P. Desert P is cool. That's a person to follow. Slot machines really do hypnotize people. I feel like beyond what RT Game did, I would never play that game beyond that amount. But, which is them kind of just going insane points with stonks. There seems to be different builds you can kind of do, but just the one they did seemed like the best one for that. I'm gonna go get food. Let's see if there's new stuff in this dead end. There's actually wind here, I don't remember. Number goes up, hypnotizes people. I'm realizing there's an addictive behavior part of some of these video games. I feel like we should try to phase out. People. Did you watch RT Game? Is that what I'm hearing? Or you're interested in that game? Clover Pit does seem interesting. Sometimes I only watch them for like some other things. I'm playing it right now. Nice. I only heard about it because I was like, I need to watch someone, an RT Game was streaming. I'm like, alright. We'll see what's going on. It was Clover Pit. Very upfront about that aspect. The hole in space. I'm sure nothing bad will come out of it. That's kind of the thing, though. There's like a point where games like that, I'm like okay with it. Like a game like Deep Rock Galactic, where you're eternally in servitude and getting money for upgrades for weapons and nothing ever changes. But that's like okay. But when you're just pulling a lever, it's kind of just... There's a point where you're just playing a statistics sheet. Which can be okay. It's especially okay with like Balatro and stuff. But for that game, it's a lot simpler. You're really cramped in there. It's like, I'm uncomfortable a little bit. I feel like I wouldn't play it nearly as much as, say, Balatro in this case. That's kind of the thing that I'm seeing with the game. I don't know if there was more. I assume it's just the one room, though. And you always lose. I'm okay to know personally. It's not a very deep game. You get what you want, I just might get this. I mean, in Deep Rock, there's a level of you might get this that exists with the really super upgrades. A lot more sand than I remember, or maybe I've just never really paid attention to it. A lot more sand in the wind. Balatro has more going on, choosing to actually make. There's a lot of unlocks in the Clover Pit game that kind of only happen, like, if you do a certain build, you'll get items that are better for that build, and you just continue it. Balabro is the best game ever made. It probably is. Did they update that game? It sounded like they updated it recently, like the creator did add some things. There is a plot and an ending? Okay. Just feels like it's not the kind of game that you'd play for that long. It is the thing that I'm more saying. If that makes sense. Like, it's not bad that it's short like that. Oh, what is the other game? There's a really short... This might be a thing for Era. Like, this is a really short horror game. It's like by the people who made Iron Lung. I forget what it was called. I do want to play Hades 2. That looks good. I was hoping it would come out in a reasonable time. Was it made by Iron Lung? I need to find what the name of it was. Squirrel Stapler, I mean, that's an okay game, too. I thought that was okay. I watched me play 82. I'm excited to play full release. I have never played it. I purposely didn't play the beta stuff. I wanted everything. I don't remember the name of it. It's a typist game. Cryptmaster? Nope. I said short game. Like an hour short game. If you do it right. You can spend a long time in it if you really want to. I forget who made it. It's pretty fast. Is it Dead Letter Department? Was that a different game? I think I know what Dead Letter is too. Dead Letter Department is the other game I was thinking about. That's also short. Pretty good. I liked it. Your choices matter, is what I kind of remember. There are choices you can make, even if it's not immediately off. Don't remember the name. Viking Blonde play it. Moon played it. You only type in the game, is the thing. When did they play it, though? Oh, it was this one. That game's bad. That game's bad. It's called Split. It is $2. It is $2 for the next 15 hours. If you don't know this game and you're into like weird horror things, which is Era in this case, I would play this game. Um, it's pretty simple. Just playing 20 questions? Yes. is this game. It's split with a period between each letter. Um, is hard to explain. Any game, try not to include a superstructure challenge. I didn't even realize that's what the thing is. So you're not at a superstructure by any means. I don't know if this is like a lead in to like a bigger game. It's the people that made Buckshot Roulette. That's what it is. And it makes sense if you play it. Like a lot of the visuals. Um, Most of the reviews are like 1 to 3 hours of them play the game. Without saying it's kind of hard to explain challenge, it's a typist game. You're typing, you're literally doing command prompts on a computer, and then it turns into the equivalent of blood typers, if you know what blood typers is. Or I don't remember the typing of the dead, if you know what that is. Those games are interesting. So it kind of there's those two aspects of it. I think it's a if you need something to play for like an hour to three that you are willing to actually have cognizant thoughts about and not just turn your brain off, I think it's pretty good. You kinda, I mean, you can figure it out. If you have prior knowledge of how to do command prompt things, it's easier, of course. But if you don't, you'll also probably find a lot of the lower things to figure out what's actually happening because you're kind of just thrown into it. The whole world as a character. Now you get to do the same thing you do in real life. Sit at a desk most of your life. I thought it was interesting though. I will say, definitely has some content warnings on it if you're not okay with some certain topics. Joke's on me, my desk is just a table. I don't think that's a good thing. As someone whose desk was um a kitchen countertop that was ripped out and placed on two sawhorses for like 2 years, I suggest getting a good desk and chair. I also had a kitchen table chair. Not good for you if you're sitting on that all day. My table, it's huge, and if it's the proper height to not hurt you. Hacknet's creepy little cousin. I don't know what Hacknet is, but just the name of it makes it sound like yes. Watcher Night. Hello. Good morning. I like I like just the idea of a creator making a little game that's interesting. Like Iron Lung is so good. It's like the equivalent of kind of what Split is.
They're here. This is bad.
Thank you for following. We're talking about horror games right now. While also playing Watcher. I've done the Watcher ending a few times. We're going over here. See if anything changes. White, gray hacking, mostly console commands. I don't think you're prepared for how fast and where the split goes, though. Table on top of two metal cabinets, good speed, and then door. Yeah. I mean, if you have some sort of like piece of plywood, I had like a felt piece of plywood that was for like card dealing that was on top of the countertop, so I could actually have a place for my mouse that wasn't trash. Never know what to expect from small horror games. Oh yeah. Other game. Didn't think it would go this direction. I just saw, oh, it's a single player Tarkov game. No, it's like Stalker, which is so good. Project Silverfish. Excited to see more. It's still an alpha or something. It plays like it's Tarkov a little bit, and it plays like it's Stalker. I've never played a Stalker though. Silverfish from Minecraft. Silverfish exists in other contexts. Wait, I don't know. I don't know why it's called Project Silverfish. You play as Scalies as well. I don't know why that's the case. It is cool though. The cognitive dissonance of not shooting other people is good. Silverfish exist in my face. Silverfish are really... Are they supposed to be there, Candy Mate? What they do? Should I be concerned, pets? They're kind of gross. I would expect. Bug stuff. They're bugs. Are they supposed to be there? I think the answer is no. I know my parents' old house had spiders constantly in the basement. That's why I didn't go in there. Ever. I don't want the spiders. I don't want that smoke. Why would I have silverfish on purpose? Are you gonna do something about it? Spiders are friends. I wish they didn't make going into the basement a chore. Is the problem. Be anywhere else. It just come inside. I'm sure this thing. Oh, other thing. They changed this room. I saw someone enter this room. It's all visually different. You can actually see the background. This is all a 3D model, by the way, that was put into the game. And so now you can actually see it better with the new lighting. Especially with this. Also, I already had a karma flower. So it used to be so dark in here. Or if I dropped my pearl here, if it would stay. What's this further away? It does seem further away. Daily protein goal. That's how you survive the apocalypse. Also, another thing. How would you change this aspect here? Here's the thing about this sequence, right? People go up here, they see a karma flower, they see nothing, and they're like, I must go forward. Backtracking is sacrilege. And they will rather die than ever turn back to check out anything back here to see if anything's opened up. How do you convince players that they should do that? Because that was the major problem when Watcher first released, is people could not handle it. 2 karma flowers now. yellow paint, so it should just magically appear after you pick the flower. Because I think it spawns when you pick the flower, right? Oh no. Game doesn't save when you make this portal, by the way. Which makes this really sketchy. At least it didn't used to. It may now. I got closer over there and looked at the map again. They in the beginning you could see that they were connected to other rooms. When the game first released, which was the biggest, the worst thing in my mind. At a portal closer to the throne. Do they, though? I think whenever you get teleported to Outer Rim, it should be easier to get to him. Is what I would say. I kind of want that flower. Creatures. Ugh. Ugh. That was inaccessible now? No, I can still get it. I just didn't care anymore. Oh. When I got that flower. A lot of people didn't feel that way. There's a demon in my water. I don't appreciate this. I'm supposed to go there, my friends. I guess I turn invisible? Why are they all here? These guys are new. They're not supposed to be there. I gotta do the whole thing again. I should have went to the shelter. I shouldn't have gone this way. Aquatic drop wigs. Why did they put them in here? I gotta do all of this again. It was all chill until that happened. This is the other part, is you have to do this every time. Everyone dies there the first time because it doesn't save and you're not remotely near a shelter. Just floated in. I mean, we just spawned there. So they must have just walked there. Just then. So they must be right there. I need to actually turn invisible. That's also my problem. I really don't have that much float power. Like someone is punishing stuff sometimes. It's mostly everything to do with Outer Rim, I think, is fundamentally not the best way you could be doing this. I think it could be way friendlier to the player. And there's a lot easier ways to explain things. How far they floated? That's the beginning of the area. A convenient, a portal in the room where the entrances would be. I don't know what that means. It's nice when you get to go back through this area, walking through it the few other times, but it's longer than it should be. If it was more kind of like after you made certain progress, you were just forced here, and this was the only ways you could actually get here outside of the portals that you made, then I'd feel better about it, because then you're forced to do it. You'll always see something new every time. It's not you accidentally bringing yourself here constantly. If the do is crazy long, if you do it right, it's not crazy long, but it's easy to not do it right. I'm gonna see if I can force the thing that I know is new to happen also soon. I can only assume how it works, however. Force, yes. The new thing you're thinking of, something that I have prior knowledge of from working QA for Watcher in the past that I shouldn't talk about if they did or didn't implement it. That I only have vague knowledge of. Which is why I know there's another ending. I don't know if there's 3 or if there's 4. But I wouldn't know anything about a 4th. That teleports you to one of these rooms. They kind of already do that, just like from the end of Outer Rim to the middle of Outer Rim. That does exist. Maybe not as useful, but it does exist. There's new achievements? Yeah, I don't know what the achievements are. All the flower isn't here. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything. That's not supposed to be like that. That's always supposed to respawn, so that's a little weird. That was an issue in testing. Because it's supposed to respawn every cycle. Like, they changed the properties of that flower in particular. And then it clipped into the ground during testing, and then just wouldn't show up. It spawned somehow put it into the ground, so it actively became an issue. Okay. Oh, good. It'll send me the same place? I'd assume so. If we're the same ripple level, the same place, it's gonna be the same thing. It's weird there's a sign. I don't remember that. For a game release, we didn't get to test that much, but that was one of the big things. There's so much with Outer Rim and just this stuff we're doing right now, what I just did. Oh, there's a colored pearl there, that could just not be tested because of how not done it was. She's got a little pointy arrowhead. There's an arena unlock over there. Oh, Topa. Have you played the Watcher update? New arenas. The creatures appear. Which have you seen so far? I've only seen 2 new regions. And then we went to Outer Rim. I finished it. Free them, they will show you the way. Love that, actually. They're pointing towards the echo, aren't they? Nice. I've never seen that tooltip. That's really cool. Free them. Free them. That is a great added feature. Laughing so hard, the tooltip, the fact that they added that. The maps haven't been showing if there's echoes in. Oh, that's scary, leeches. Is the only thing. The way it's worded, I like it. It needs to be like awkwardly vague, like threateningly vague. This is a new room. Popcorn, also new. Threateningly vague. Can I get up there? Not really. Maybe not with this level of flow. Go in different directions, not sure how they work. The way, as in, they're pointing towards this pipe, is what they're doing right now, as far as I'm aware. Or maybe not. I don't know where they're going. I don't know how to get up right now. That might work. Hello, Ashley. I didn't already say it. Also, I didn't say it before. I think someone asked. Some people don't show up on the text boxes above me because the chat viewer thing I have has to know that you exist for at least 24 hours. So if it's been, it hasn't been 24 hours since I started using this one. Since you posted a message. That's the lowest amount of time I can set. So the next time you come into my chat, it'll work. Free them. There's 4 rocks right there. That's so weird. A cretin! Why is he naked? Good grief, he's naked! Looks like a tick, which is kind of disgusting. How do I get up there? You can eat them like that? Dead end room? There's an area below this. Oh, it's a bubble. Suck me. Yes. Too many lizards in this place. Knock me down. Yes. Swim's always sketchy. Watcher has slightly longer lungs by like 10% from Survivor, if you didn't know. The echo's to our left. We'll just go to the echo. New noises. Why don't you speak to me, loser? Him as monk. Is it? I thought monk was 25. Monk with extended breath? I thought monk was like plus 25%, but watcher's like plus 10. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. The wiki might have that. Oh, we're here. Weird. Echoes to our left. I don't know if we just rush echoes, though. Also, I need to save here. That's kind of the thing right now, is we're kind of rushing echoes. Dialogue, yeah, they didn't... There's 2 times when you meet them where they don't say anything, and both times they've not said anything to us. Not seen the fire. You've not been to the heat ducts. There's a newt egg there. That seems new. There's a lizard there. That's normal and annoying. Steps on you. Is it the second one or the first one? What does it matter? I think it's the second. That's understood. Interesting, the echo doesn't have... Maybe it was intentional at this point. I assume everything that exists is now intentional. Didn't feel like talking, I guess. Don't know about that. Oh yeah, you can go down here. Huge shortcut, actually. It is a non-obvious that you can do that. And the echoes to the room to the left. But I would have heard him by now. This wind is sketchy. Isn't he supposed to be right here? Help. Yeah, the echo is supposed to be here. Maybe there's just no echo here at all anymore. What is up here again? I think this is a dead end. Yeah. Orange puddle with a portal. I didn't drop my items. Bortle? Yeah. Is the bird farther? Nope. It is right there. Because I would go here all the time for speedruns. Aha! There's an echo here. Oh my goodness. I wish they would faint or something. What am I seeing? Is that the kelp? Or is that something else? Okay, it is the kelp. Florb! Florb detected. How many is that now? I've passed by multiple and didn't pick them up. So I have no idea. How did he do that? I think I threw the pearl at him, not the spear. Melon? Devious melon. It's the same place. The pearl green too. I can't believe that just happened. I didn't think it would matter. I thought I could just go by it. Doesn't matter. We can do whatever. I kind of wanted to go back here. So you have to be zapped like 2 or 3 times to actually die. So even if you time it slightly wrong, you can actually still survive. Oh, it hits the rock. Can I stand down in the lower part and be fine? By what? The terrain turns on. If you didn't know. This is a very old Aether Ridge area, by the way. It used to be that all the zappy stuff would instantly kill you, also that this entire block lit up. So you couldn't take any of these pipes. But now you can just go through it. Kill you because they enjoy it. I think Evo would say the same thing. Fix the multi-hit bug? Multi-hit bug and for what? Say what now? That the snails are evil and they kill you for fun? Snails are fine, are they? They can kill you? I mean, they stun you and then you fall off an edge and die. That's why I still... A lot of people are really scared of the Aether Ridge areas, but they're so much easier than they used to be. And I 100% mean that, by the way. If old Aether Ridge is at 10, it's a 4 now. Like, these pipes here didn't used to exist. Right here, these poles. The fact we can float while we're doing all of this... So I can literally just bypass this whole section if I wanted to, but I wanted to see the right side there. This is still sketchy. Because it's still kind of, if you fall down, you can kind of just die. If you fall down in those lower areas. You could probably still make it out as Watcher. But this is like the stressful part. Like, you've done everything else, and then if you mess these jumps up, you die. Especially that last one. Doesn't matter if you grab that food. If they get scared, they go to the thing. And then we'll do that. Oven shelter. The slug cat is cooked. This was also an old room. In where this pipe down here used to connect to something. Please let me up there. Okay. You're supposed to get this unlock and not die. Be watcher. Also, it's fine if you die. You keep the unlock. You die. Okay, that is a sketchy jump. If you're at the wrong angle. So this might still be true, but Heat Ducks and some other Aether Ridge region, like this is supposed to be like middle of the timeline and there's end of timeline. And you can see like a warm glow from up above, and it's supposed to be a room like this that has a warm glow coming from it. But it's in this or some other region of a different point of the timeline. But you can see the glow from that room in a different room that's like in the future. I believe that still exists. Because those were originally one region. You can, there's like the underhang part of it, and there's the part underneath of it. That makes sense. These zappers were always sketchy, just because there is a cyan that usually comes in. Also, the fact there's a slope next to a pipe right there is more annoying than you think it is. All of these walls used to be electrified, and the bottom. Okay, so it's still kind of true. I almost died. Timelines you go through, I think it's cool. Fire splites look so edible. They are pretty edible. Why does he sound so weird now? Seems new. Maybe I don't remember it looking like this. That in the previous room I don't remember. So this pinged up here in the region. Yes. Oh, they moved the guy all the way to the right. Yeah, you're right. Because he didn't used to be here, or I don't remember how that worked. They weren't in the normal place. Oh, we're here! Nice. This is also a, yeah, we already checked the original location for that echo, and it wasn't there. This region's pretty small. Being in that room makes sense. It does. I think it used to just be a portal. It was in the middle of the region and pretty easy to get to in the past. We're very close to max karma, actually. I'm going like one more cycle. There's no markings here other than purple. We'll do one, like, decent thing. There's gonna be an ad. I like being in this region, but I also want to make an evil portal. We'll die. I'm gonna eat this. And then we're gonna go and do this. We'll see what happens. I got a Steam achievement. Bad warp. Always be max karma? Yeah, you can do that. We want to be on the lower path if we can. I hate this area so much. Oh, there's ads. We'll wait for that, and then I'll continue this cycle. Very interesting. I don't like having the worrying how often I die. Turn off karma gates. It is annoying. It's the best karma you can have is having one of just the lower layer under and a max layer, because both are useful for different reasons. There's things you can do with one, but you can't do with the other. Is the main thing. Is the main thing. Was having ripple jumps is my preferred ripple. Is that the maximum? You just tap it? I found all the echoes. I don't think there is anything. Time it's only effective. Yeah. Is that still true? I assume it is. Alright, ads are about to be over. Shiverer. Just holds you till you die, apparently. When Explorer just died and then because of Ripple doesn't matter so much. Yeah. A lot less enemies there. Which maybe that's on purpose, because usually these places were intense. First that they just eat you? They do not kill you. Hello? Ah! There's usually only one shelters in these regions. Okay, he is in the next. Hits you with rock. Runs away. Ew. I hit the berry. Because they hear you? Yeah. They do not have eyes. You can only. Anyway. Normal gameplay. Die in the echo room pretty easily too. There's a shelter in this room? What the? You shouldn't have come here. Never should have come here. Sea of lumps. Rubbery lumps. Child knows what proteins are. Oh. Why would one of these guys be here? Is what you're thinking? Nope. I wasn't doing what I was thinking yet. Should I go to other... Ooh, it's the Templars. I just wanted to do a wrong warp because I felt like it. Hondu. I still have a Karma Flower, but I don't think I can use it here. Seems appropriate here. Did I pass a shelter? Forget. That echo, I don't think saves your game. It kind of just gives you lore. Yeah, it did. Ooh, it feels weird to play this game again. I have not really played it. All right. I think I am done today. Thank you all for watching. This has been interesting. I haven't seen any symbols on the map yet. Not even echo stuff. Which I find a little odd. We'll see if we can find someone to raid. A little bit of me doesn't want to talk to nobody. After stream. No, I should raid someone. I see Abiotic Factor. I know someone who does ASMR. That's cool. That might be weird to say that, but yes. Glottal's doing a birthday stream. Never mind. I think we gotta raid them. So Glottal did some art for me at one point. Helping out with the Rain World Bingo, made a lot of the icons for teams, the initial ones. I don't know them that well, but they've been doing a lot of cool stuff for quite a while. So if you're interested in seeing a really good artist that's done a lot of cool stuff for a long time, go check them out. Just kind of checking out what they're doing. A lot of looking at some art that was made for their birthday by someone else. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to press right now. Thank you all for watching again. I will stream next weekend. Don't know when. It depends on what Bingo is going to be doing and if I get to have control over my life. Alright, I'm going to press right now. Alright, goodbye.